Einen wunderschönen guten Abend, liebe Kampfsportfreunde, und herzlich willkommen live aus der Lanxess Arena. Köln, seid ihr schon da? Brian Lacey, the English voice of Octagon, you're with me here, and we've got something special for this event here tonight.
Yeah,
Tell us more about it.
This sold-out arena will kick off with only our third ever amateur fight. Two top talents from their respective countries. Let's introduce them, Philip.
Absolutely. Also, liebe Kampfsportfreunde, macht euch bereit. Jetzt geht es los.
So evening, ladies and gentlemen, here in Cologne for Octagon 91. Myself, Luke Barnett, very quickly will be joined by Brian Lacey, and we have something special for you tonight, starting off with an amateur bout here. Two up-and-coming talents, unbelievable talents, Brian. They're going to go head-to-head.
Proven himself on that scene, claimed multiple titles, and on top of that, his grappling, Luke. He competes heavily in wrestling, heavily in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournaments, and for me, this stylistically could be a real fun one to kick us off.
Yeah, great. You know, when they give this opportunity to young up-and-comers, 20 years old, both these individuals coming here with a point to prove. And like you said, ENGIZEK is really behind Furkan, but Zatspal he's not an easy test coming in here.
No, and again, you've got to think about this from the Czech Republic and Slovakian side. The young fighters look at Octagon and dream of this moment, making this walk. And this guy was nervous at the weigh-ins. I spoke to him then, and he settled. You know, he started to embrace this mad opportunity that he's getting. And again, all eyes are going to be on Furkan Ugur coming into this one. But this kid really has talent. Purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, amateur record of 18-7, Czech amateur champion, two-time Czech grappling champion. He went to Poland. He won their grappling tournament in that bracket. Luke, for me, this kid has it all to set him up for, you know, the future. You look at the two fights we've had so far at amateur. Michael Obadozi with that 19-second knockout. He is on to big things. That will be announced very, very soon. And then Jan Holzer, Max Holzer's brother, was the second of the amateur fights. And look what he did in the cage. This is a platform. This is an opportunity. And Zatspal, you know, he is not to be underestimated.
And you put it perfectly for Zatspal. It's a dream. Octagon now is a dream for every Czech, Slovak and German fighter, and to get this opportunity at just 20 years old as an amateur, it's huge from here. And we're going to be sold out tonight, so 20,000 people strong. So what an environment for this young man.
And listen to this. Listen. 20 years of age, and he has already built an army of fans. He has been taken under the wings of ENGIZEK, and what's crazy for me is when he was just wrestling, he was watching, you know, Superior FC, which was a smaller promotion in Germany then, that ENGIZEK worked his way up and through to become champion. He would watch ENGIZEK, this is before he met him, and imitate his moves, copy his style. Look at the way he put his attacks together. Look at, you know, the combinations he would use. Jump forward, less than 5 years, Luke. He's now under the wing, training day in, day out, and he is touted not just by ENGIZEK, but by the UFD gym as the future in this promotion.
And this is his first step to prove that he is the future. You can see the response already from the fans, the smile on his face, the energy that he has. Definitely a young, talented man, but taking on someone with a lot more experience than him here on a huge platform in his home. A lot of pressure on him, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely, and we've seen it before. Last time when Michael Obadozi fought the star from UFD gym, the IMAF world champion, the European IMAF champion, he finished him in 19 seconds, Luke. So, you know, there's no tee-ups here, there's no gifts of these fights, and I think Zatspal can bring the best out of him if he's allowed to, but Furkan Ugur has a very eye-friendly style. His kicks are great. That Taekwondo background is phenomenal. But add to that the experience in this corner. Lomali Eskiev, the people around him training day in, day out with him. He's a problem already, Luke. And this again, I said it at the weigh-ins. we're looking at some, already established talents. We've got 2 belts on the line. We've got people like Kinsel fighting on this card. But we have also got so many matchups where I believe we are looking at the future of this promotion in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Exactly that. We have top and tail. We have the future of the promotion, the future of mixed martial arts here in Europe, and some of the best talents that we've ever seen fighting in our main couple of fights. So you really have got it all tonight, and we're starting it off with amateur action. 2 young up-and-comers at 20 years old.
I'm excited. I just think they need a real good intro.
Oh, yeah?
I feel like they need some gutsy, maybe even British vocals coming in there.
We'll see.
I would love to see an English Yedame Bombe going there.
I'm not sure that's going to happen.
Let's see. So this is the tale of the tape, 20 years of age. Both these fighters, height and reach almost identical, slight on the side. Furkan Ugur, 10-4 versus 18-7. What a night this will be, and again, treating you to 2 free YouTube fights, and the first of which will be this lightweight contest.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For our first fight of the evening, we have an amateur bout in the lightweight division. Our referee that will be in charge of the action is Kamil Zuziak. I will start by introducing our fighter in the blue corner. This fighter is 20 years old and stands at 173 centimeters tall, weighed in at 69.7 kilos. He represents the Muay Thai and Snapdown Omlyots, and his coaches in the corner are Thomas Musil, Petra Zapletal, Jan Slavacek. He has an amateur record of 25 fights, 18 wins with just 7 losses, and he will be representing the Czech Republic. Now I will introduce his opponent in the red corner. Also 20 years old, standing at 175 centimeters tall, weighed in at 70.7 kilos. He will be representing the UFD gym Dusseldorf, and in his corner he has Lomaleski Askiov, Max Schwintz. He has an amateur record of 14 fights with 10 wins and 4 losses. And he will be representing Germany.
My comments and protect yourself at all time. When I say stop, you stop. Touch your gloves, please, and step back to your corner.
There we go, Luke Barnett, the big slow, grabbing the mic for our opening fight. And here we go. What a night this is. Furkan Ugur getting to fight in this arena, taking on Jakub Zatspal. Zatspal in the white shorts, blue corner. Furkan Ugur, black shorts, red corner.
Ugur getting a nice start here, controlling the center of the octagon.
Yeah, and again, he's got that Taekwondo background, been competing in that sport since the age of 4, moved into wrestling and then into mixed martial arts.
Nice left hand there, though, from Zatspal.
And it's so crazy. We've watched the evolution of amateur MMA, right, for over the last 10, 12 years. Look at the shape these guys are in.
Yeah, incredible to come in here. The talent that they both hold in all of the arrays of mixed martial arts, and striking so far on display. Amateur didn't exist back in my day.
And this is a test.
And this is the level that they're at now.
Yeah, totally. And Zatspal leans on his skill set extremely hard, that grappling background. Over 500 wrestling bouts, 50 grappling tournaments. And then on top of that, the 18-7 record, and tested himself against top amateurs.
Nice kick on the break there as well. That's the mix of martial arts in display, where they break away from grappling and they catches him there with the uppercut and follows up. Great work by Ugur, and now good hips as well on display as Zatspal shoots in deep on this single.
Staying connected. Good balance from Ugur, but looking to connect his hands now is Zatspal.
Constant pressure here from Zatzpal looking to get this takedown. Again, the pace and the talent from both men. Obviously, great landed there shots. I was going to say Ugor landed the better shots, done the more damage. But full display of mixed martial arts here.
Just misses.
Just misses. Goes underneath it.
That is a warning shot across the bow there for Zatzpal. And again, don't just be aware of those standard kicks
Nice push on the head.
From Ugor. He's got those spinning attacks. He's got some crazy cartwheel kicks.
And fantastic hips from Ugor, like pushing down that head, breaking the posture, using that left arm as well.
And again, his training partners, he trains alongside Ivan Tagner, who'll make his debut today, Altin Tanuni, and of course he is under the wings of not just ENGIZEK, but Lom Aliaskiev.
Take the back here and maybe get this choke in from a weird angle.
Yeah,
Zatzpal aware, going to try and move those hips to the left. Still defending.
He's got to
Good
stop
adjustment here from Ugor.
Final seconds here. And there we go. Round one in the books. I've got to say, look, the composure of both these young men under this bright light, that was a fantastic first round.
Incredible round. A lot of different techniques used and paces and very high-level things and displays. Like I said, on the feet, Ugor looking by far the better. Zatzpal trying to change dimensions and make it happen, but the hips of Ugor have just been too good. Very, very good first round from both men, but obviously Ugor on top.
You saw there just the camera with Furkan there. That he's looking pretty tired. He's having to put up a lot of effort to stop these takedowns. We know the game plans, right? This is a stylistic matchup. We have the grappler versus the striker. We saw the threat with the striking, but we can see the relentless pressure as well from Zatzpal.
Yeah, Zatzpal with the pressure. You see it here as he re-enters, gets caught with those uppercuts. All the judges agree. Ugor scoring that first round. And almost got a perfect back take here, but it was thought of.
Round two, set to get underway.
Both men savouring the moment, but at the moment, Ugor wants to come forward, landing good with that check hook as well. But Zatzpal trying to earn some respect back, I feel, in this second round, coming in aggressive. And like you said, maybe if he could push the pace. Ugor looking a little bit tired, deep breaths through the sternum, through the stomach. Nice left hand landed there as well. So at the moment, the whole dimension of the fight and who's controlling it has changed.
But there's so many elements in which it could swing either way. Like you said, that pressure, he can keep the foot on the gas. It might be interesting to see if on the back foot Ugor can maintain this type of pace.
Ugor nice and slick with his hands. Not so much power behind them, but landing well. But this takedown defense is incredible so far.
Fully aware
of the challenge. Yeah,
totally.
like you said, a match of styles. And whatever he's been doing in the gym is definitely working at the moment, stopping these takedowns. Southpaw switches stance, beautiful low kick. And another left hand lands, pushing down that head.
Oh, nice. Trying to somehow break that base down. Good awareness here from Ugor again. And the hips, Luke, the hips.
Yeah, hips in perfect position with the hands as well. Pushing that head down, great control. Zatzpal trying to switch to the double, but gives a chance. That's good from Zatzpal. However, he punches on the break. He does that very well. Beautiful
now, listen.
From Ugor. And he's going to get a conversion and passes almost instantly.
That's a statement. That's a statement takedown. You want to do it to me? Look how easy I can do it to you.
Yeah, Zatzpal has the underhook on the left side here, has the half guard as well if he wants it. Ugor getting great pop from the crowd this early on for our first fight of the night.
Smothering his opponent's breath there as well. Again, you've got to point towards the corner and the gym of UFD and the type of bodies and style that they bring out. There are so many of these heavy-based wrestlers, and you can imagine the rounds, Luke, right? Day in, day out, you're having to use those hips. You know, you're going through the worst days of your life in that gym so you can have shining moments in the cage like this.
Exactly that, and I feel like being on top is a perfect position for him because he gets a bit of rest. He was looking a little bit tired after that first round, but now he's the one putting the pressure on Zatzpal. Zatzpal trying an unorthodox attempt at that Americana from the bottom, maybe just trying to create some space, gives up almost like a head and arm position here. 30 seconds remain in this second round. It looks like it's going to go the same way.
Very flat on his back, though, Zatspal, right? There's not
The
much
shoulder pressure on the left side from Ugur is exactly what he needs to keep him there. But yeah, I agree. He did have the underhook at the beginning as well. Trying to pass now. Maybe going to look for that armbar, going over the top.
Final 10 seconds. It's the type of time in the round where you can go for those moves, which are 50-50.
Good second round from Ugur, changing the whole dimension, but getting that takedown. I felt like Zatspal came out strong, tried to make an impression, was throwing heavy on the feet, and he countered that by taking him down and putting him on his back. Great fight IQ from the young man.
And now look at the one who looks more tired. We were saying on the other side, but I think Zatspal, again, the maturity of the performance and everything about him oozes star quality, and the performances he's had, and even what he's had to go through. His left shoulder was severely compromised during one of his training sessions. He went and had a fight with it, and it kept popping out when he was throwing punches. He had surgery, which went wrong. He got infections, and he was told basically, you will not fight again. And this is all before he's 20 years of age. Now he's come back, he's looked after that injury, and he's 2 rounds up in his Octagon debut.
Yeah, 2 rounds up, and convincingly as well in that second round. Feel like he could look to try and get a finish in this third. Zatspal extremely durable and tough. So I'm not sure if he'll be able to get it, but I feel like we're going to see a fierce third round here from Ugur.
Third and final round. Off we go, they hug it out. And again, our preliminary card will follow this, and our main card, we have 10.
Catches him very nicely with that head kick, almost kind of a knee. But he walks straight into it, but he seems fine. Zatspal as he comes flying forward again, getting hold of this single, lifting nice and high. What tenacity from Zatspal, beautiful work. Underhook deep, stopping this takedown attempt at the moment.
Yeah, hell of a chin.
Yeah, I mean, he caught that limb with that leg as it flew up. It was the knee or the thigh or something that caught him in the head as he was looking to come in, did not phase him. Zatspal continued to fly forward and now has this position up against the fence.
Oh, looked like he was about to be able to complete it, maybe a back take there, but once again, composure in these positions. And he's fighting for, oh, look, he's turned him over, Luke. He might be going here.
This could be a knocked-out choke. Or he's got it. Anaconda or Darth.
He's gone under the shoulder.
And he's got now control of him. Beautiful work. Going to try and tie in this now. Gets full mount with it as well.
Referee needs to check. Referee needs to, there we go, he's out. He's
Chokes
out.
him unconscious.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, there we go. There we go. The hype is real. Still an amateur. Still building the tools to play his trade, but Lukey showed us so much in that fight, and to finish it with a submission against the submission expert.
In a third round as well, getting the submission in a third round after dominating number 1 and number 2. Impressive stuff from that young man.
And we will give you notice, Jakub Zatspal is fine. He's talking to the doctors and now sitting up. But right from the moment that Kerim ENGIZEK, and I will tell you this, when Kerim ENGIZEK re-signed to fight JOTKO for the second time, this was not long after the first fight back in January in Dusseldorf. He said, you have to get this kid on the card. You have to let Furkan fight as part of it. He needs to open the show. I need to close it. And you can see why. Young talent, oozing confidence. And again, someone who completely gets the game. You go to his social media, it's amazing. He's got his own YouTube channel, and he's surrounded by great fighters, all the way from champions like Kerim ENGIZEK to prospects like Altin Zanuni. And we take a look back here, and again, that was the early shot in round 3 that Jakub ate somehow. But keeping the pressure and then locking this up, and again, watch, he'll turn him over, and then he'll push his arm through, attach the bicep, and then squeeze. The legs are locked up. And again, because of the way he was positioned, it was hard for him to tap, and Jakub went out. There we have it. And there's the numbers, 68 to 26, 31 to 18. One takedown to one and one attempted submission that give him the victory. Let's make it now and hand it to Luke.
And the referee calls a stop to the action in the third round after 1 minute and 25 seconds. Winner by a Dars choke in the red corner, Farkun Ugur.
So there we go, a magical moment there for Farkun Ugur, but I tell you what, keep your eye out for Jakub Zatspal as well. Phenomenal young man, an absolute credit to his team, his country. But the hype is real. Ugur with the win in impressive fashion as well. The way he set that choke up, and again, turning his man over, setting it up from on top. And then finishing it in the full mount as well. A lot of different changes that he had to make and adjustments to get the finish. It was a high level for a 20-year-old in that point in his career. But like you said, you look at the people that surround him, the gym that he's in, the people that he's working with day in, day out, and a very, very, very promising young man. So you'll be able to join us now for the preliminary card.
OKTAGON brings the biggest show in European MMA to a sold-out Lanxess Arena in Cologne. 20,000 fans and a night you'll never forget. The most anticipated rematch of the year is here. Middleweight champion ENGIZEK went an incredible 11 years without defeat, until JOTKO stopped him in the Tip Sport Game Changer finale.
Oh, he's got the neck. Oh, he's got the neck. Unbelievable. He's got the finish.
The Polish executioner, who's never lost outside the UFC, is now hunting his milestone 30th career win. And this time, the championship belt is on the line too. A battle for the featherweight throne. Mago Machaev, the first Austrian champion in OKTAGON history.
Big shot, lads.
Heavy shots, Machaev looking to claim gold in the first round.
Steps into his first title defense against the #1 contender in the featherweight division. Johnny Palakai is riding an 8-fight win streak and is ready to rewrite history in front of a home crowd by becoming the organization's first male champion of Germany. The era of the Inspector is far from over. Patrick Kinsell, who ruled the middleweight division for almost 1,000 days and holds the scalps of Bemola and Vavzhiniak, takes on the ultimate favorite slayer, Hojad Hajiband, the division #4 and the revelation of last year's Game Changer. Wants to crown his meteoric rise with the scalp of a Czech legend. A milestone 20th fight in the organization. Precision technician Hungarian Matej Kertes returned from his shore break in spectacular fashion against former Glory kickboxing star Jihad Akipa. The heavyweights promise havoc. Mark Ducis, a man with a 100% finish rate, restarts his career in a new division. Facing him is the incredible story of the event. Sasha Weinpolter bought tickets to Cologne as a fan, but instead of being in the stands, he's headed for the cage. The Destroyer came here to demolish. Ladies and gentlemen, this is OKTAGON 91. ENGIZEK versus JOTKO 2. Get the pay-per-view and enjoy the event from the front row wherever you are on OKTAGON.tv.
Dámy a pánové, ladies and gentlemen, meine Damen und Herren, we are back. After 10 months, we are back in Cologne, in this unbelievable city, beautiful arena, Lanxess Arena, and it's sold out on OKTAGON 91. So welcome Cologne, welcome our OKTAGON fans, and I believe that today is going to be an incredible night. My name is Andre, this is Brian Lacey, English voice of OKTAGON. Hello, Brian.
Good to be at 20,000 fans, Andre?
Yeah.
Just 20 tonight, that's fine.
Just 20,000. And German voice of OKTAGON, Philipp Harburger.
Man, I'm so happy to be back here, and I don't know how about you guys feel it, but I think there's something in the air tonight here. I'm looking for really some spectacular stuff that's going to happen in this cage right behind us.
Definitely, we got some special fights for you. I would say 10 Michelin course menu, and in the end, 2 main course, 2 title fights. We can start maybe in the end. So, ENGIZEK JOTKO 2.
Yeah, we're going for the rematch of the year. It's been an unbelievable build-up. We know the story of the tip sport game changer. Both these guys rose to the top of that. Then ENGIZEK broke his hand in the fight of the year 2025 against Hamburger, wanted to stay in the fight, took it all the way to Dusseldorf, but JOTKO derailed that hype train, broke that 17-fight win streak, that 11-year undefeated record in 3 minutes 37 seconds. And the question is, has ENGIZEK made enough changes to be ready for JOTKO tonight?
That's the question. JOTKO a little bit struggled on the way in, but he made it almost easily after 1 hour. So what do you think? Can it be a problem for him, that extra hour in the later rounds?
So as far as I heard, he was like reloading like crazy after the weigh-in. So I think that this advantage is kind of equalized. But what is scary about this fight is the fact that the last bout of those two was a wake-up call for Karim ENGIZEK, and he mobilized really all of his resources. Spent so much time in training in Thailand, in Dubai with high-level people, and he's going to showcase that the first fight was just like bad luck.
Definitely, it's going to be also mental bout because JOTKO did almost everything to disrupt Karim's head, you know.
Yeah, he got inside his head. He was happy to play the bad guy. He was on him at social media. Every video he's been calling him ENGITAP, not ENGIZEK. And he thinks he's under the skin. And half of the thing with JOTKO is it's not just about the physical game. That mental game could play a big part. And we know with ENGIZEK, when he fights confident, he's unbeatable. But if that confidence is wavering, then that could be a weak spot that JOTKO could use.
And JOTKO definitely proved that he can go against the whole arena in Düsseldorf, and tonight it's gonna be the same. We got 4 fighters in 2 title fights, but only 3 of them can fight for the title because we don't have any more featherweight champion because Makhaev lost this fight yesterday on weigh-in.
Yeah, I mean, that's super disappointing for Mago Makhaev because every time he steps into this cage, he wants to prove that there's a new version of himself. And of course, now he's been hungry, but for him, it might be the fact that, yeah, that 1 kilo and that much of the struggle was really too heavy for him, and it might be a slight advantage for Johnny Palukai. We'll see.
And Johnny Palukai totally believes that it's going to be almost easy for him.
He didn't waver whatsoever. The confidence of Johnny Palukai, even when all that stuff was going on with the scale, would Mago still make it? Would he be champion? He did not care. He believes in his preparation, he believes in himself, he believes in his team, and he believes here in Cologne he will be crowned the featherweight champion.
Tonight we got also like middleweight championship against like Tip Sport Game Changer Fields is coming back because he's champion, he's #1, and we got also #2 Patrick Kinsel against #4 Hojat Kajevan.
I mean, look, when you look at the last year of Hojat Kajevan, this guy really surprised everybody. He came into the Tip Sport Game Changer with 2 massive knockouts, and from all the opponents who faced the winner, Krzysztof JOTKO, I think he looked the best out of them. So Patrick Kinsel is really up for a big task in this one.
Who's the black horse of this race for today?
In that fight in particular, or on the card?
On the card.
On the card. I think we got to look, and I've said this before, we've got so much veteran talent. We've got 2 titles on the line. We've got people like Hojat, we've got Kinsel, but we have got young prospects. We've just seen it in the amateur fight. I think Zanuni versus Shebek is a hell of a fight. 2 undefeated fighters, 4-0 versus 4-0, and I believe that one could leave a mark tonight.
And we have to say also that we got one sad news, that Tamerlan Dulatov is out of his fight for tonight.
Yes, unfortunately. So we just got the message like 3 hours ago that there seems to be some problems with his digestive tract. The weight cut was really, really heavy on him. And of course, with that being said, all the best for the recovery of Tamerlan Dulatov, but unfortunately, he's not going to be able to compete today.
Definitely not. He's now in the hospital, but we believe he's going to be back soon. Maybe on the next tournament we will see. So good luck to Tamerlan, good luck to us, because this is OKTAGON 91, and it's going to be pretty cool. Let's start.
We heard it there, OKTAGON 91 back in Cologne. We have 2 title fights for you tonight and the rematch of the year with ENGIZEK taking on JOTKO as our main event. An incredible lineup tonight. Brian said it already, but we have top tier talent at the top, and we have so many prospects on this card that we think we are going to be seeing for years to come.
I've just been doing a count, Luke. There's 20,000 people going to be here tonight. Did you know that? Sold out. 20,000 in the biggest indoor arena here in Germany, I believe in Europe as well. It's a phenomenal number. Our 3rd trip to Cologne. And what a night it will be. Luke Barnett, give us the rules of the Octagon cage.
Mixed martial arts will take place in an octagon. Standing up techniques will be utilized: boxing, Thai boxing, karate, and many others. And when the fight continues onto the ground, they can utilize techniques in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, grappling, sambo, and anything you can think of, including ground and pound. Fights will be contested over 3 5-minute rounds, and obviously tonight our 2 total fights will be 5 5-minute rounds. The fights can be decided by knockout, TKO, submission, or they can go to a judge's decision. And in very, very rare cases, we can have a draw, disqualification, or no contest. The deciding factors for the judges is effective striking and damage. Damage is the #1 most important thing in the fight, looking to try and finish the fight. The next is controlling the octagon real estate, controlling the space, and pushing the pace. Aggression and fighting area control is the second most important thing for the fighters. All elbow strikes are now allowed. The ban on the 12-6 downward elbow has been removed. It has been removed for some time, and knees to the head are allowed. The 3-point contact on the ground has changed. It now needs to be from the lower body. Think 2 feet, 1 knee or 1 hip needs to be on the ground to be considered a grounded opponent.
So there we have it. Those are the rules of the Octagon cage. My name is Brian Lacey. This is Luke Barnett. And tonight we have OKTAGON 91, another historic event in this great city of Cologne, topped by those 2 title fights. And Luke, we said it in the hotel. We said it in the commentary meeting. It feels like something special is upon us tonight. It really does, right?
It's been an incredible week here in Cologne, and with having the Lanxess Arena just across the road from the hotel.
You can reach it from your hotel room, right?
Literally, the vibe has been solid. And the main event and the co-main event tonight are phenomenal, but the entire card needs to be watched.
Yeah, there we go. So let's give you a little look at the preliminary card. And we start off with Aaron Abbey returning 2 years away from OKTAGON, the first ever flyweight to fight for the flyweight title. Will take on debutant Zoran Milic. Then we have Nikolai Wagner, the man who took a fight on 4 hours' notice against the undefeated American Jackson Ross. Ivan Tagner, another highly touted prospect, takes on Maivan Hamras. And then Zenouni versus Shebek. Keep your eyes on that one. The Zero Killer, Zenouni versus Patrick Shebek. And we're finishing it off with Mick Stanton making his return, taking on Kamil Onischuk. That will see us all the way into the main card. So much action to come, and we will kick it off with one hell of a fight. Flyweight fireworks absolutely guaranteed in this one. The main man, Mr. Aaron Abbey, an incredible story behind him. An army of fans that follow him will be taking on the debutant, Zoran Milic. This one in the flyweight division. This one scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Aaron Abbey is starting a new chapter in his career. Most recently, he wrapped up his 30th professional fight in under a minute. Now, recharged and ready, he's back to take an aim at the top of the flyweight division. Standing across from him is the fiery Serb, Zoran Milic. Milic has built a reputation with a record that speaks for itself. Half of his 6 wins have come by knockout, a rare feat in this weight class. Born for the brawl, he's riding a 3-fight win streak. Now, the 29-year-old has the OKTAGON belt firmly in his sights. But the unbreakable Welshman is chasing the same dream. Aaron Abbey has been counted out more times than anyone can remember. Yet if there's a man who has never quit in his life, it's him. His toughest battles were fought against his own health. His story continues to inspire people around the world.
Oh, big shot!
He's at his most lethal on the ground, a BJJ black belt, and he has several submission victories to his name. Experience clearly favors AB. But for the ambitious Milic, only one outcome is acceptable. The newcomer has the chance to take out the division number 5 and launch himself straight into the elite.
A smile on his face as he enters the arena and makes his walk to the octagon cage for the very first time. Zoran Milic stepping in here, making his debut, and again, a great record behind him as well. 8 pro fights, 6 victories with 3 finishes, all by way of knockout. An incredible story as well. Was born in Bosnia. His parents, unfortunately, his father left him. His mother was unable to look after him, so he was brought up by his grandparents, and his grandfather took him into the woods to be a lumberjack. So that was his youth growing up. On top of that, he was kind of a wild kid, so at school he really struggled. So he went between school and being a lumberjack, and you know, he said that helped carve my mentality, not just physical strength, but my mental strength going through all that. He then made the move to Sweden 5 years ago and walked into All Stars Gym, not knowing what the sport was, not really knowing what he would be able to achieve, but was surrounded by greatness instantly, surrounded by great fighters, fell in love with this sport, and now tonight makes his debut for the biggest promotion in Europe. Incredible stuff, Luke.
Yeah, and All Stars Gym have so much talent, and you can see Salman there, his coach, long-term coach there at All Stars. I personally worked with them as well in the striking realms. Great minds. They have such talent there and such experience there for someone like Zoran. I've known about Zoran for a very, very long time. He's had ups and downs in his career, as many fighters, but he belongs here at Octagon. He's been campaigning and trying to get here for so long, and finally we get to witness him. So I'm very excited for this young man to make his first appearance for us here in the black and yellow.
Yeah, big personality as well. Already made some waves against some of the other flyweights in the division. Really does want to march up the rankings and believes he can do great stuff. And said to Aaron Aby, he looked him in the eyes and said, "I will show you no mercy tomorrow. I will be the first man to finish you in the cage." Here he comes. The main man, Aaron Aby, an incredible story. Life has thrown so much at him, but he has walked through it as he walks to the cage, confident and with a smile on his face. Unbelievable story, Luke. Born with cystic fibrosis, given a life expectancy of just 16 years of age. His parents were told not to put him into sport. They did exactly the opposite. They embraced it. They put him into football, into rugby. Then he found martial arts, and he has thrived. He's flown around the world. But that journey was halted by stage 4 testicular cancer. Again, things did not look good, but this man, just like in the cage, fights in life outside of it, and incredibly turned it around. Was told he would never fight again. A year after going into remission, he made the walk, and then he earned his way all the way up to becoming the first flyweight title challenger in Octagon, main eventing in those events back in the UK. And look, he has been hungry to get back to Octagon, hungry to show Andre Novotny what he's made of, and he said it's up to me to put on a performance which shows the matchmakers I belong here.
I mean, Aaron Aby represents everything that fighting is about when it comes to his life and the struggles he's had outside the cage, but also inside the cage. A very technical individual, comes in here calm, cool, and to, like you say, put on a show. He has a lot to prove if he wants to stay at this organization. Has had a tough run of late, you know, but what he's achieved outside the cage and with the capability to be able to compete is astounding. An astounding guy, done a fantastic job for himself, and I'm sure he's very proud, but really needs the W tonight against someone like Zoran. You know, all of the experience is in the corner of AB, and he needs to utilize that tonight to get the victory as he makes his way to the Octagon cage one more time.
He is back. The man Aaron Aby steps back into the black and yellow cage, looking to make a statement here tonight. I'm so excited for this one. Flyweight fireworks guaranteed. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. 36 versus 29. Slight height and reach on the side of Zoran Milic. But look at the experience. 18-11-1 versus 6-2. And the tip sport odds heavily favouring the man from Wrexham, Wales. The Welsh Dragon himself, Mr. Aaron Aby. Set and ready we are. Let's get this one underway and hand it for the first time tonight to Andre.
time welcome on OKTAGON 91 here in Lanxess Arena, Cologne. We are ready for the first fight, 3 prelims on OKTAGON YouTube. Flyweight bout, 3 5-minute rounds, and the referee in charge is Josef Loach. Let me introduce you, both fighters. We will start in the blue corner. He's 29 years old, stands 167 centimeter tall, weighed in 57.2, represents All-Star Sweden, CDS car Dusan Silny Serbia. Coaches in his corner are Selman Berisha, Sasha Martinovic, and Georgis Pilidis. He has a professional record of 8 fights, 6 wins, 3 finishes, and 2 losses. Fighting out of Serbia, Zoran Milic. Across the cage in the red corner, 36 years old, 166 centimeter tall, weighed in 56.9, represents IPC Wrexham, Aspire, and Northwest Fight Academy. Coaches in his corner are Sue Nightingale, Dean Garnett, and Jacob Wilmot. He has a professional record of 30 fights, 18 wins, 9 finishes, 1 draw. Fighting out of Wales, former OKTAGON title flyweight challenger, Aaron Abe.
Fighters, you know the rules, follow my commands. Stop is stop, fight hard, fight fair, touch your gloves, and go back to the corner. Good luck.
Fight hard, fight fair. Joseph Loach gives the final instructions in this flyweight contest. 3 5-minute rounds should we need them. Zoran Milic in the white shorts, blue corner, making his OKTAGON debut. Aaron Abe, black shorts, red corner, set and ready for his return to this cage.
First round.
And off we go. Southpaw versus Orthodox. Aaron happy to switch stances.
Yeah, Aaron switching in between the two as they're trying to juxtaposition and control early on in this first round. Zoran coming out pretty fast, throwing different angles.
Zoran Milic started with Muay Thai and then moved into mixed martial arts.
He seems happy to be throwing those low kicks. Must be part of the game plan as he grabs the kick of Aaron Abe. Good reactions right now inside.
Oh, that's a lovely inside leg kick.
They're nice and low as well. Very active on the feet is Zoran.
Yeah, we saw an improvement with Aaron Abe's hands. Oh, a nice kick to the midsection as well, really sitting on his strikes.
Zoran switching stances as well now as well, always different angles as he rushes forward. Again, extremely active early on. Aaron Abe kind of settling in, trying to find his tempo and timing.
Yeah, Abe a legit black belt in jiu-jitsu as well. Trains with some of the best grapplers as well. Northwest Fight Academy, you'll see Steve Nightingale in his corner as always. And what an army of fans. We're in Cologne, did you hear that pop he got? I think they've sold out of Aperol Spritz as well in Cologne. If you bumped into Aaron's lady, Haley, and his sister and mum yesterday. Oh, nice exchange there, close
Good exchange,
quarters.
yeah, very close. And that's what Aaron needs to do. As Zoran's coming forward, he needs to gain a little bit of respect from him, especially if he's going to look to eventually take this one down to the floor,
there you go.
as I say that, because he needs to land heavy. Zoran's popping in and out, and I feel like he doesn't respect the striking right now of Aaron Abe. Here we see the game plan in full effect as he's got these double underhooks, and now looking to go around to the back.
Yeah. This is a problem for Zoran Milic. Abe is super strong in this position.
Yeah, hustles him down to the ground now and takes that hook. Beautiful work this from Abe. Going to try and stifle the stand-up of Milic. Milic doing a good job getting those hips up. Going to get shut down again, though, I do believe, from Abe if he could knee knock here on that left side. Here he attempts it.
Oh, look at that. And again, this is a bread and butter position for Aaron Abe. So strong from this.
Yeah, switches sides, does Zoran to try and get back to his feet, does so.
7 wins by submission for Aaron Abe. Never been submitted in the cage, Zoran Milic. It will be a hell of a scalp to claim. And that's the statement you want to make, right? When we're talking about committing his future here and trying to build up to fights. We've had people like David Dvorak called him out as well. So there's opportunities on the table, but this is the first one.
What Aaron Abbey needs to do is exactly what he just did. He needs to get this fight off the cage, bring it into the center of the octagon, utilized a lot of explosive energy to do so, but I think it's going to pay dividend for him now on the ground.
A hell of a head and arm choke, I can attest to that.
On the ground, I believe he's levels above Zoran, and he managed to get hit there, and he got it there convincingly with 2 minutes to work here. Good work from Zoran to get back to the guard.
And he's active off his back, Zoran, as well. Watch for these elbows, and we know one thing with Aaron Abbey, he carries a lot of scar tissue. That could open up pretty easy.
Yeah, we've seen that happen before with Abbey.
The Zhumagulov fight in particular,
exactly
right?
that, yeah. Being forced to stop. But now trying to break the guard of Zoran. Steps over well, over that right side. Miller's doing a good job, though. Minute and 30 seconds remain.
Yeah, time
Tries to
work.
Regain.
But again, as soon as he got him off the cage, the ease at which he got him down, I know it was a big takedown.
That was just a fantastic tactical decision because Zoran here, he doesn't have the same skill set. And when you use that fence becomes the equalizer. You know, if you're someone like Aaron Abbey with the level of grappling that he has, as he tries to switch here to maybe set up a head and arm choke, you have that level, but the cage equalizes it because Zoran's been training on that cage and very good at getting back up to his feet and utilizing it. So great decision and fight IQ from AB there. And now he's managed to just stifle and beat down on Zoran. Zoran trying to turn the hips, trying to make something happen, but nothing convincing enough to even try and get back to his feet. Managed to regain guard a few times. That's about it. But Aaron Abbey needs to make this count as he passes to the side control position. Now,
side control.
Submissions are going to open up from here as he looks to try and take the back. But only 30 seconds remaining now for Zoran to survive.
Yeah, he's going high up. He's very good at controlling the upper body, Aaron Abbey.
You can hear Steve Nightingale asking for Aaron Abbey to step over the top. Maybe look for Kimuras in that position, but goes back to where he was.
Got to be careful
of the spine with those knees.
He pulls them back, and again, good awareness. Final 10 seconds.
I mean, a lot of control, but you've got to remember on the feet. Here we now goes to the top. Looking for that crucifix position. Beautiful elbows, very aggressive to end that first round was what he needed, because I was just about to say, remember, Zoran Milec got a lot of stand-up output in the early part of that round. I'm going to be interested to see how the judges have it. Obviously, AB getting the takedown and getting control for a couple of minutes in that round, but if you look at the entirety of the round, maybe it tells a different story. We will find out.
Yeah, we will see the scorecards. That is the beauty of Octagon. Open scoring in play. Both guys go back to their corner. And we can see now both teams trying to make the adjustments. Small cuts on both the fighters, nothing too significant. And then we go back to this. Talk us through, these are the body kicks, right? Zoran came out very hard and heavy to start with, but AB takes 10-9, 10-9, 10-9 on all three judges' scorecards.
Yeah, so that dominant control from this takedown, that was the point in the fight that made all the difference. And look how he passed to the head control of the upper body as well. This little outburst at the end of the round with the elbows and the beat down, I believe that definitely won him that round. Very, again, fight IQ, experience, extremely clever from Aaron Abbey. But again, he's fighting for a contract here. He's fighting for his life, not just to get the victory, but to do it impressively. Needs to continue to impress in this second round.
Yeah, a smile from Zoran Milic as he came out again.
And Zoran's going to use these leg kicks. That's the thing with the southpaw orthodox setup. You can go to the body heavy, you can go to the head heavy, and these low kicks are causing problems early.
Yeah, he's really working that lead leg.
An interesting stand-up style from Zoran. Very square, and the kicks are quite visible, but they carry a lot of power if they do land. There you go again with that low kick. And again, output is the difference.
But you know Abbey's waiting to time that takedown now, right? He's felt the difference on the... Oh, straight left. Solid through the middle from Milic.
There's that left hand, that right hand that AB needs to land. That's the one that I was talking about in the first round. When Zoran's coming in, his hands are low. He's kind of through a beautiful right hand, that though, from Zoran. His head doesn't really move. Zoran, he comes straight down the pipe. AB needs to meet it and gain some respect there. That's where he needs to meet it.
Yeah.
And that will open up the takedown later on in the fight or later on in the round, which we've seen that he wants, and he definitely needs it in the second round at the moment. Zoran eating up the legs of Aaron Abbey.
Yeah, really, definitely looks like that was one of the adjustments the corner made, because he's completely focusing on chewing up those legs.
And the power is just different. Zoran is throwing with a bit more pop Aaron made that.
There you go.
Timed perfectly.
There you go. What a
saves him in that position, and that's the problem with Zoran throwing that pop that I was just saying. A bit of energy, you know, got too overzealous there and perfectly timed. Looked effortless, that takedown. That's how they're supposed to look when you do them properly.
Timing and technique. And he needed it at that point, right? That was almost 1.5 minutes of Zoran just chewing up those lead legs.
Definitely needed it. Now you can see the blood as well coming from the head, I believe, of Aaron Aby. Maybe from that collisions or some of those shots. And we said the scar tissue that he holds opens up very easily.
If it's a heavy wind in Wrexham, Aaron Aby usually ends up coming home with the cut.
Exactly. But now he's the one looking to use those sharp weapons to cut the man beneath him in Zoran Milic.
I will say Joseph Loach is keeping an eye on this. If he wants to keep this position at AB, he's got to progress it, or he's got to, you know, be extremely devastating on top.
He was most devastating when he managed to get to that side control position. I think if he can get back to the side control position, look for that cross, that crucifix control, I believe he can get it with Zoran. He was very, very close at the end of that first round. And that's what I would be looking to get him to do if I was in the corner as he steps over here into the half guard. I would step again, he's wide open to pass completely to that side control. The only disadvantage with side control is if Zoran manages to get his back to the fence. Apart from that, it's much more actionable in the center. But Zoran being very, very smart as he works his way back to the octagon cage.
Again, experience there, and coming out of that gym in All-Stars, you know just how good at training that. He was here for Felipe Lima's title fight against Magad. He was in the corner. He said he recognized the size of Octagon, the quality of the show, wanted to fight here, and now he's got the opportunity.
Beautiful reverse pass there as well. Feinted one way, come around the other, and exposes the back. Does Milic. He's got 2 minutes to maybe look to get this side choke.
Oh, he takes it back now.
But Zoran does a great job there. Now can stand.
Maybe he's going to try and break that base, but really
good work from Zoran there. Gets beaten there in the moment, but that was very, very effective attempt to stand back up to his feet. Steps all the way over.
Oh, now
does AB, can get the mount, and just look at that left arm wrapped around the body, controlling the posture. If he can just get that knee a little bit further up, he'll have complete control.
1 minute.
Gives up the back.
Yeah, 1 minute, 15 seconds. Zoran had to do something there again.
Yeah, going one way to go the other, but that arm around the waist, that control from AB. Again, great output, great work. Once he's on top, Zoran doesn't seem to have an answer for everything that AB throws at him. Now looking to step over. Now could maybe take the back. If he can get that left leg through. Good work from Zoran to find the mat again with his back. Was in danger of getting it taken. Made the right decision, even though he gave up position and he's in further trouble. He would have been in a much worse position if he gave up his back.
Yeah, now this grinding style.
Yeah, a bit of a beat down now from Aaron AB. Complete dominant control on top.
And again, we saw on the feet, Zoran can have his moments, but on the ground, it's all Aaron AB.
Bit of an athletic attempt to stand back up there from Zoran. Gave up bad positioning and looking to take the neck. Here's AB. He's going to flatten him out here and pull that hand down and get some ground and pound off to finish these 10 seconds, I believe, if he can get that arm free.
And again, all three judges gave Aaron AB that first round.
They're going to give him the second. He just needs to land a couple of shots here, as he does.
There you go.
Beautiful work. Methodical work from Aaron AB once it hit the mat. I believe it was about 1.5 minutes into the round, so he had a lot of control in that second round, more than he did in the first, and then did some great work.
And the timing on the takedown, Luke, because again, we were watching the kicks.
It was necessary. It was needed. That was all the difference. That shows the veteran game of AB as well, because going into this third round, Zoran's going to be desperate. He's going to come heavy. He's going to throw heavier. So Aaron's got to time it once again to get it down to the mat.
1 round to go. We will see the judges' scorecards, so we'll know exactly where we stand. But before that, let's take a look at the highlights.
A beautiful left hand, step in left hand. Here we see all of those scores, all those judges agreeing. Aaron AB taking that second round as well. So beautifully timed takedown. That was the definitive moment of that second round.
And then just good, relentless pressure. The control, though, Luke.
The control's perfect, but it's almost like watching Aaron AB fight. I can predict every move he's going to take. It's so methodical and step by step, and you could see that he's leagues above Zoran on the mat, so it's so easy for him to do it. And I'd like to see him be even more aggressive, get that side control position, and look for a finish in this third round if he can get it down to the ground. That's the thing. If he doesn't, if he struggles to get it down to the mat, and Zoran can control his hips, keep them low, could be in a lot of trouble here in this third, because he had bad moments in the second and the first.
And Zoran Milic, I'll throw you in his corner. What's the advice you're giving him? Because you could see when he overcommits with some of the strikes, the takedowns come easy, but what would you say in that corner?
Yeah, for sure, needs to keep those hips a little bit lower, stay connected to the ground, and needs to throw uppercuts and maybe a knee from that left side, because you can see Zoran is, you can see that AB is going to enter at some point. So if he can time it and throw those weapons underneath up, beautiful work. But his hips were high when he threw those shots. So again, another high hip when he threw that left hand, which is great landing the shot. But if he was grounded a little bit more, he'd have a bit more power in the shot and it'd be harder to take down. I want to see that left head kick come out from Zoran. That's the shot that could change this fight.
Maybe in control on the judges' scorecards, but Milic stepping forward in these opening minutes.
Needs to be careful he doesn't overstep, and AB's waiting to beat him just there. And as he gets hold of him, this is AB's world now. Now Zoran needs to work.
And that was a very readable entry, right?
Extremely readable, but manages to bully him down. That's the difference now.
Into mount.
AB in complete control, confidence is high. Zoran has felt the game, has felt the difference in level, and just when you're confident, everything just becomes easy. Now has got him pinned again up against this fence.
Oh, and look at the way he just reaps the arm away. The wrist ride is good.
Weight in the right place. Zoran doing a good job of trying to fight this now. AB now switching back down to that double and pulling him back, pulling the hips off the fence. Again, technically, tactically, AB needs to look to get this off the fence. I would need to keep this fight off the fence. That's Zoran's only opportunity to get back up to his feet. But he's been dominant in round 1 and 2.
Something went on there. AB made some noise. He might have, he made a noise. I think he had hold of something going on there, which we couldn't see with the camera angle, but there was definitely a grimace from Aaron AB against the cage.
Steps over straight away directly, almost makes it into that mount. Yeah, I couldn't quite see. I felt that AB was in complete control. Not sure what Zoran was trying, maybe an old school trick. Again, in this 3/4 mount. Great work.
Now he might go for the head and arm. He might pull him away, but Zoran aware of it.
He's got full mount, wrapped up the legs, keep those hips low. Zoran is in a lot of trouble now, not much time to go.
Yeah, top control here. And again, it's been a masterclass in this position. He's been working from the back mainly, but now getting the mount. You can see they're definitely wary of that head and arm. They corner their warning. Zoran Milic. And we see on the clock there, 1 minute 55 seconds. He's out of mount though now, Luke.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of the good things, Zoran. I mean, he's just being beat to the position every single time from AB. Again, great work from Zoran, getting into the right position, trying to stand back up, doing a lot of good things. They're just getting beaten by the experience and the talent of Aaron AB. He's one step ahead. Now he's going to switch back down to that double. This is opportunity now.
Yeah, he's high on the hips. He's high on the hips as well.
But Zoran needs to explode. He cannot wait in these moments, because this is all the difference. This is when it matters.
Oh, and look at that.
Again,
pure
just understanding of the position.
Technique.
Understanding of where the base of Zoran was, and he just put the weight in the right place, and Zoran falls backwards. Can again maybe look for the side, goes to the back. Great work from Zoran. I mean, you can see the level. Maybe just a little step ahead as we enter this final minute.
1 minute left on this flyweight contest. AB again looking for the elevation, gets it and uses that to get him back to the mat. Stepping over easily this time, Luke. Short shots. 40 seconds. And it has been a dominant performance in control from Aaron AB. A long time coming again, a 2-fight win streak in PML, earned him a return to Octagon.
Oh, and it's been an incredible performance from AB. I mean, he's been in complete control.
Oh, he might go for the head and arm. He's trying to force it. He's working to try and get the finish even now.
Yeah, dominant, completely, really.
Oh, 12-6 elbows dropping down. Oh, big finish from the big man from Wrexham. There you go. Wow. AB is back. Great respect between these two. But on the ground, levels, Luke. Absolute levels in difference.
Yeah, you could just see once it hit the mat. I mean, Zoran came out with a perfect game plan. I would say when he watches that fight back, he'll understand the elevation when he throws his shots. He looks to land. He's very, very game. And when he throws heavy shots, they do land, but his hips are high. You can see his feet almost come off the ground sometimes. He needs to keep the hips engaged, and then he can avoid those takedowns. But on the ground, very good. Did a lot of good things, but Aaron Aby just too good tonight. Too much experience, too much control, and sees his way through to a third-round decision victory. Impressive stuff. Here we see some of the highlights. That was one moment of complete expertise there from Aaron Aby. Beautiful how he passed that and used the weight, and just more of the same here in that third round. Ground and pound, beating him down. And these 12-6 elbows, obviously now legal, utilizing them, showing the development of his game and how he continues to get better and better.
Two eras, two countries. This is not just a title fight. This is the Czech-Slovak Women's Battle of the Century. Octagon 92, August 1st, Stvanica Island, Prague. Watch live on octagon.tv.
And here we see the fight statistics, the output from both men, fantastic, but that's the difference, those 7 takedowns.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's see how judges scored this fight. All 3 judges scored this fight 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Aaron Aby.
Nothing but respect, Zoran Milic. Aaron Aby, good to see you. Welcome back. 3 hard rounds, yet again showed your dominance in grappling, but once again, you get a victory here in Octagon. Just tell me, how happy are you and how happy will Wrexham be tonight?
Oh, you know, it's great to be back in front of all these people on Octagon. I've missed it. It's been a long time out. It's been a dark time out where I've had to dig deep, but I've held on to the thought of getting back here tonight. You know, we started the first round, I think he kicked me knee out. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go again. But they're the times almost make me dig in, overcome that adversity and switch a little bit of the fight up tactically and just manage it smart. But it's great to be back and back in Octagon. This is my home. I feel like the flyweight division was started for me, so the People Champ is back.
There we go. The support is amazing as well. I'm not sure there's much Aperol Spritz left in Cologne, but what do you want next, Aaron Aby? You're back, you've got this moment. Who do you want?
Listen, there's 2 fights left on my contract. There's 2 people I really want to fight. One out of respect, a guy who's been to the UFC, one of the best in the division. We spoke before, and that's David Dvorak. But first, there's a little shithead who keeps dropping into my DMs and in my comments every fight called Muhammad Walid. He thinks he smashed me last time. He didn't. Okay, if he beats me next time, I'll happily hang up my gloves because I want to really punch him in the face. So them 2 people, I would love to compete again, and soon. Please don't leave me on the sideline for 6 months, and let me get back in front of these great fans again, please.
There you go. Tonight is your night, Aaron Aby. Give it one more time. Your winner, Aaron Aby. Apologies for that short break in audio. We reset the system to give you the best experience possible at home. And we are set for another set of amazing fights. Luke, but Aaron Abbey is back. A good performance. Two big call-outs there. David Vorjak and, of course, Mohamed Bali. But that will see us out for the free prelim. You can join us now for the rest of the preliminary card. Join us now on OKTAGON.tv. So, coming up next, what a fight this is. The hero of Hamburg, Nikolai Wagner, who stepped in on 4 hours' notice and gave us a heroic performance, takes on the undefeated Jackson Ross. Jackson Ross, 7-0 as an amateur, 3-0 as a pro, NCAA Division I wrestler, set to make his Octagon debut against the hero of Germany, Nikolai Zangief Wagner.
When he entered the Octagon cage at Octagon 85, his walkout song, I Need a Hero, perfectly captured the atmosphere in the arena. Nikolai Wagner found out about his bout with Kalajai just a few short hours before it began. Zangief delivered one of the most thrilling and wildest fights of the year. He went full throttle in the cage, and although it didn't go his way, he still left with his head held high. But things will be different this time round. Wagner has completed a full training camp and is determined to prove that what we witnessed in his last appearance was only a small glimpse of what he's truly capable of. But a talented hard man from across the pond is also building a reputation as an unstoppable bulldozer. American warrior Jackson Ross is yet to be defeated in the MMA cage. He scored an impressive win streak on the amateur circuit, which he capped off this summer in 2024 by winning the Gamma Championship title. Ross has made it clear that he's out